Hey everyone, in this video we are going to see the Floyd-Warshall algorithm and we are going to solve this particular example. So the Floyd-Warshall algorithm is used to find the shortest distance from all possible pairs of vertices. And to do this it uses dynamic programming. So we are given a graph which is a weighted directed graph and we have converted that graph into a matrix. And to do so, what we have to do is we need to fill all the values of the matrix with the cost or the distance between two vertices. For example, you have the node 1 and you need to go to node 2. What is the cost associated with it, or what is the distance to go from node 1 to node 2? So we have node 1 over here and we have node 2 over here and the cost is 2. That is why we have written 2 over here. But if you want to go from 1 to 3, and if you see it's infinity over here, that is because we cannot go from node 1 to 3 directly as per the graph given. That is why it's infinity. That is how everything is filled in this particular matrix. If you see 0, it means that there is no cost associated to go from that node to another node because there's no loop, because we don't have something like this in a graph, right? If we had something like this, then the distance to go from 4 to 4 would have been 2, but we do not have that. That's the reason we have it 0 in the diagonal of some matrix. All right, so the Floyd-Warshall algorithm finds, like I said, it finds the shortest distance from all pairs of vertices. To do so, now we have the matrix A0 means the distances from one node to another directly, and now we need to create other matrices where you need to find the distance from one node to another through another node, right? So let's take an example of the second matrix that we are going to do right now. So since this was A0, so we make A1, which is again going to be a 4 cross 4 matrix. When we do so, we have to, from the previous matrix, since this is row 1, we are going to copy whatever we had in the first row and the first column from the previous matrix. So in this case, it's going to be 0, 2, infinity, infinity, 4, 8, 4, infinity, and 2. Okay, and that is our rows and these are our columns. Okay, since we know there are no loops, our diagonal elements are going to be 0. Awesome. Now let's understand how we are going to fill this matrix. Like I said, we need to find the shortest distance from node 2, in this case 2, to 3 via 1. Alright, so that's the condition over here. We need to find the shortest distance from node 2 to 3 through 1 or directly. Okay, that's what this particular formula also does. Okay, so before we use the formula, let's try to understand whether can we do it from the graph directly. Okay, so and since we are using dynamic programming, we need to use our previously calculated values. Okay, since this is the first matrix that we are creating, we are going to look at the previous matrix, which is A0. Okay, so now we need to go from node 2 to node 3. Let's go to our previous matrix. We have node 2 over here, we have node 3 over here. The distance from node 2 to node 3 is infinity. Let's write that down. So from node 2 to 3, it's infinity. Okay, but we also need to see whether do we get a smaller distance from node 2 to 3 via 1. All right, so let's see that. Can we go from node 2 to 1? Go to the previous matrix. So this is 2 to 1, we have 4. So from 2 to 1 we have 4, and then we go from 1 to 3, which is again infinity, right? So we do a of 1 2 3, which in the end just means that we are going from 2 to 3 through 1, right? And that's infinity. So 4 plus infinity and infinity, so which is smaller? It's infinity, right? So we write infinity over here. That's how you are calculating the elements within the matrix. Let's do another one. So you have 2 to 4, so you have 2 to 4. Let's look at our previous matrix. From 2 to 4, what is the distance? The distance is 3. Let's write that down. So we have A2 to 4, which is distance 3. Can we find a distance that goes through 1 which is smaller than 3? Let's write that down. So from 2 to 1 plus from A1 to 4, right, through 1. The meaning of this is 1 to 2 to 4 through 1, right? So let's go to our previous matrix, 2 to 1. So this is 2 and that's 1 that is 4, right? So 4 plus 1 to 4. Let's look at a 1, and that's a 4, which is infinity. Let's write infinity. So in this, which one is smaller? So this one is smaller, right? And that is how we fill the matrix. It will be 3 over here, right? That's how we are going to fill the entire elements of the matrix. Let's do another one with the formula. Awesome. So let's see what the formula says. So the value of k is this, right? This is the value of k. Okay. So it says a of 1 from, in this case we'll take from 3 to 2. Okay. So from 3 to 2 we need to find the minimum. Let's say with the assumption that the distance is minimum with when there's nothing between them, right? Or it's like from previous matrix, just check whether we can find 3 to 1 plus a of 0 1 to 2, right? And we calculate the minimum of this. So the minimum for a 3 to 2. Let's go to our previous matrix, which is a of, oh, so it's going to be k minus 1, and that's going to be 0 here, sorry. So let's go to our previous matrix from a 3 to 2. So that's how let me change the color. So from a3 to a2, it's 1, right? So 1, and then from a3 to 1, that's infinity, plus 1 to 2. So 1 to 2 is 2. What's the minimum, right? So it's 1. So we write 1 over here. In this way you fill the entire table. Now we have filled the first matrix with all the values using this formula. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to create another matrix, which is called as A2, and we're going to use the same formula again. The meaning of A2 is going to be that we are going to find the distance from one node to another, passing through the second node, and we need to make sure that the distance is smallest. Okay. When we say we are going to use dynamic programming, is that we are going to use our previously computed result, in this case the A1 matrix. Now we know that in this particular matrix, all the values that are stored are the smallest distance from one node to another that passed, either it is directly from node 1 to another node, or it's going to be through node 2 through node 1 if the distance is smaller, right? So how do we create the second matrix? Like I said, for the first matrix, we are going to take reference from the first matrix and take the values from the matrix that was 4 0 infinity 3, then it's going to be 2 0 1 and 4. The diagonal elements are 0 again, and we need to find the remaining elements. So we have this 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Now how do we compute this? So we have to go from node 1, let me change the color. So from node 1 to node 3, let's look at our graph, or let's look at the previous matrix. So from node 1, so from the previous we'll take from node 1 to node 3. So from node 1 to node 3 it's infinity, and we need to do the same thing again from the previous matrix, from node 1 to node 2. Now why 2? Because we are going to check through the distance from 1 to 3 via 2, okay, plus a 1 from 2 to 3, right? So let's look at our previous matrix. Here from node 1 to 2 it's 2, plus from node 2 to 3 is infinity, right? So in this case this is larger, but the answer is going to be infinity. So it's infinity over here. Let's do this one more time. So from node 1 to node 4, so let's write that down. From node 1 to node 4 directly, and then again from node 1 to node 2 plus distance from from checking the previous matrix, node 2 to node 4. Let's do this one first. 1 to 4 it's infinity again. From 1 to 2 it's going to be 2, plus 2 to 4. 2 to 4 is 3. So if you see, now we get a different answer, 5. So it's going to be 5. Let's verify this from the graph. We need to see the smaller distance from 1 to 4. Let's go for the graph. So from 1 to 4, if you see, there's no direct way of going, right? But can we go through 1? No, right? Because it's 1 to 4 itself. Can we go through 2? So if you see, we can go to 2 and then we can go to 3. So let me change the color. So we can take this cost, which is from going from 1 to 2, and then we take this cost from going 2 to 3, 2 to 4, and the total cost is 5, which is smaller than going from 1 to 4 directly, since there is no path. That's why it was infinity, right? So if we go down, that's why we have 5 over here now. Now let's fill this table up. So I've filled all the tables, and in this case we are going to make 4 matrices like this from A1 to A4, since we have 4 nodes, right? So basically what we're doing is we are going to check all the distances and we are going to compute the smallest distance through each of the nodes. So in this case we had 4 nodes, and that's why we have 4 matrices below. Okay, so that's what I've done. I've done the same thing again for A3 and A4. Okay, so same thing for A3. I've kept this row and this column as same, and for A4 I've kept this and this column as column and row as same. Okay, so let's take 2 examples, and that's how you can do the Floyd-Warshall algorithm. So for A3, let's look at from going from 2 to 1. Okay, so from going from 2 to 1, in the previous matrix we have to see from 2 to 1, and that was 4. That's what's written here. But we also need to check whether there is there any other path that is smaller from go from 2 to 1 via 3, right? So from 2 to 3 and 3 to 1, we have 2 to 3 is infinity here, and then we have 3 to 1, which is 5 here. So the smaller one is 4. That's why we have 4 over here, right? Let's take one more for from going from 4 to 1 via 3 or directly. So from 4 to 1, let's look at the previous matrix. We have seen there's a direct path, which is a smaller path via 2 or directly, which takes around 2 units of distance. We can calculate through 3 as well. From 4 to 3 and 3 to 1, we have 4 to 3, which is 3, and then we have 3 to 1, which is 5, right? Which is 8. So which one is smaller? That's 2. So that's why we have 2 over here. In this way, this table is also filled. And the last table is done in a similar way. We copy the last 2 columns and rows for that particular node, and we calculate. Let's take that also again so that you understand it better. For 3 to 1, from 3 to 1, we see from the previous matrix takes 5 units of distance, and through node 4, going from 3 to 4, from 3 to 4 it takes 4 units, and going from 4 to 1 it takes 2 units, which is 6, and the smaller is 5. That's why the answer is 5 over here. And that's how you create the final matrix over here. The meaning of this matrix is going to be that we have calculated the distance from each of the nodes using the previous matrix, the smallest matrix, and we can understand that going from any node from 2 to 3 or from 2 to 3, it's 6. That's the minimum cost required to go from 2 to 3 in this given weighted graph, right? So going from 2 to 3, we have the cost associated with it, and that is minimum, it is 6. Okay, if you look at the first matrix, we know that to go from 2 to 3 it was infinity, but there is a path that exists through 4, or in a better way that takes 6 units, right? So that is what the Floyd-Warshall algorithm is explains, and we have seen that now this is how you solve it. It uses dynamic programming. It's a very powerful algorithm. So that's what I wanted to show you in this particular video. I hope you understood it. If there is any mistake in the given matrices, because I've solved it with you guys only, so there might be a mistakes in any of the elements in the matrix. If it is, please comment below and let me know. Okay, alright, that's it for this video. Thank you.